Well, it's a brand new day for the 240 to breathe more stuff, but there's that crack in the radiator. I have to put more JB Weld on there or get a new radiator. I looked last night, the prices for those things, even used, are kind of expensive because I think the same ones work for the SR20s and stuff. They're actually a pretty good radiator for factory. I'm just gonna have to keep looking. Anyways, let's get to it and then off to work. Yeah, you can see it's already pretty much lost some coolant there. That's the old one, that's a new one. That one's got a rip in it. That's no good. I wonder if that was my problem. Just that. Possible. I guess I should put this back on while I'm doing stuff too, eh? It was a fun little wheel. I even put it on backwards. That's directional, eh? Just because it was the first one I grabbed, I didn't even really care. Just needed it for a day anyways. Oh, check out the shiny too. They put in like a actual good metal valve stem in there. I don't know why it's got the bubbles on that. Is that just glue or something? Yeah, it looks like glue. Alright, let's get this on. Alrighty, so I got the chores done for the horses and stuff. They're all happy, and now I gotta put coolant into here because it is getting below freezing quite often. So let's see how much coolant this thing drinks. I should probably get a spout for this. But yes, if you just put water in there when it's freezing, you can crack all sorts of shit, especially the overflow bottle because that's just plastic, right? Yeah, she's drinking up here. Still going. Freaking thing is thirsty. That's not a good sign. I don't think there's anything coming up underneath the car. It's been parked here for a good hour or two. No leaks down there. Anyways, time to start this up, and I'll just let that air kind of go there, run through with the cap off, and then burp it a little bit so there's no air in the system. I don't know if you have to do this, but people say, you know, crank the blower fan. I guess that's so all the coolant goes through the actual, you know, through the heater core and back around. Does that even matter? Because it goes through there anyways. It's not like it's blocked off when the heater is turned off. Oh, we got some air bubbles. Maybe. That could either be coming from the motor or just from the crack in the rad right there. Let's see. Yeah, I put some, you can see I put some goo on here, but some JB Weld, but so there is air getting in, just a tiny bit. I just hope that air is not coming from the inside the motor, because if that's the case, it would be blown head gasket time. And you know, the exhaust is normal color. Doesn't smell sweet or anything, and it's cold out here. It's like freezing. Does not smell like coolant whatsoever. I'm sniffing, look. Son of a bitch. Alright, next test is going to be a leak down or pressure test, and if you go over to Poor Man Mods, check him out. He just made like a really cool cheap adapter you can just plug into an old thermostat or an old radiator cap and stab that in there and pump it with a bike pump and see if you got any leaks. And I can tell you right now I got leaks, but it's just a matter of if that tiny leak is a problem or if it's like a blown head gasket. Anyways, thanks for watching, and keep on rocking and rolling in a free world. Let's quickly see if we lost a lot of water yet. Well, staying the same right now. Good.